I was on this session on TikTok one time, and this woman was like, you know, I call myself a black Indian or black, I think she said black American, and she was just so proud. And it was, I wasn't trying to bust her bubble, but when I explained to her, and I'm going to tell you, since my friend brought this up, when we're talking about black, legally, it means that you're dead. You have no right of ownership. You're fictitious. That's what black means. And originally the term black was not applied to melanated people. I even go into this in class. You know what? I'm going to go into it real quick. I got time today. Let me do it real quick. All right. So that's from a legal standpoint. All right. From an etymological standpoint, the term black comes from the terms B-L-E-A-K or B-L-A-E-K, which means bleak or pale and without color. Etymologically, it describes something as white. I'm going to pull this up right now. Hold on. This is Etymon Online, and I'm not a big fan of Etymon Online because they keep changing things, and then they say things that contradict. But let's take a look at this. Confusion with black or bleak or black. Blake, the surname Blake, one of pale complexion. And then it turns around and says one of dark complexion. Which one is it? And then it comes up here and says Blake means pale. What bleak or Blake means, up here it says it means pale or pallid. It means whitish or blonde. It means shining or white. Pale without color is what the term black means. Now, let's take a look at this now. Now, if you go and look up the term white, all right, so we're making this English to, here you go, Italian. Now, this letter could look like an L. But anything that ends with a BL and ends with a K sound in any other language, it means white. Look, let's go to Espanol. Blanco, blanca. So why is it in the English language, black means dark, whereas in any other country, BL and K sound, it means white. Hold on, French, blanche, or blanc. What I'm saying to you is that somebody has switched the terms, as they have been doing, rewriting history, and you're using a term not understanding the true etymology of what it means. So we're not even going to get into the spiritual side of what this term means. But the bottom line is, when you're talking about black, it means pale and without color. That's where it originally came from, the term. Okay, so when we're looking at the SF1, and for those of you all who don't know what the SF181 form is, it's an ethnicity and race form. Now, it deals with a federal mandate, the benefits that a person is supposed to have when they claim a certain title. All right? Okay, so this is the SF181 form. Now, and I'm showing this because I need you to understand the difference between these terms, black and white. Now, let me go to the top of this so you all can see. Ethnicity and race identification form. Now, if you come down here, they got 5 categories that you can choose from. African, Indian, or Alaskan Native. And it says a person. Let's be clear that anything you fill out on this form is dealing with your dead fictitious corporate entity, not you, the spiritual being. All right? A person having origins in any of the original peoples of North, South America, including Central America, and who maintains tribal affiliations or community attachment. All right? Asian, all right, a person having origins in any of the original peoples of the Far East, Southeast Asia, or the Indian continent, including, for example, Cambodia, China, India, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Pakistan, the Philippine Islands, Thailand, and Vietnam. Okay? So then I want to skip over this one. And let's go to here. Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islanders. A person having origins in any of the original peoples of Hawaii, Guam, Samoa, or other Pacific Islands. Then it says white, and we're going to come back to this one. A person, which is a dead fictitious entity. For those of you who don't know, person means a corporate entity legally. A person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. Now, let's go here to Black and African American. Okay? This is a person, dead entity, having origins in any of the Black racial groups of Africa. We ain't really talk about a landmass there. And let's understand that African American, this means you're an orphan. Because when these people deal with your corporate entity, they want to know, do you have a nation that you're associated with? And Africa is not a nation, it is a continent. America is not a nation, it is a continent. So when you claim African American, that's not a nation. What you said is that you're an orphan. And now they're going to treat you as such. This means that you get less benefits when you choose Black or African American. This is why we talk about the SF181 form, so that you can choose which one you want. All right, now I need to go down here to white, and let's be clear, because this is going back to this whole slavery thing that we have been lied to about. All right, white, it says a person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe. Why they say original peoples, people? Why? Why would they say? Because who are the original peoples of Europe? Does anybody, since y'all like trivia, know who Europe was named after? Anybody? Anybody? Europe was named after Queen Europa, which is a melanated woman. All right? And the original peoples of Europe were melanated people. Your Moors of Tunis, Algiers, Tripoli, Morocco. Those were your original Europeans. Haven't y'all noticed why the term Indo-European, where that come from? Why you didn't just say European? Because they want to tell you, oh, the Europeans came over here and they did this. Well, who were the original Europeans? Those were melanated people. Tunis, Algiers, Tripoli, Morocco, all the Barbary countries. All of those were in North Africa. All right, so the original peoples of Europe, your original Europeans, those are melanated people. The Middle East, you mean over there where Saudi Arabia is? Those original people were, like you talking about the Philistines, who like, well, the original Jews were black or dark skinned. Why the Jews coming back here light skinned? The Middle East, where the melanated people were. Oh, and it says or North Africa. You mean the melanated people? Hold up. This just got three. The original peoples who were melanated, the Middle East who were melanated, and in North Africa, those are the white people? Did you just tell me that all the white people are melanated? So now some of y'all need to understand why Africans, that they be darker than me and you darker than my jacket, they come over here and they get classified as white. So once again, the terms black and white, they have nothing to do with skin color. They are a status. And whatever status you choose is how they're going to determine what you deserve or how you are treated concerning your estate. that Social Security estate, whatever you get classified as, that determines how you're treated. So if you're calling yourself black, then you said you're an orphan. You have no rights to anything. That term legally means you're dead. Okay, any questions?